You probably think a woman who cheats will look guilty. Most of the time, the opposite happens. She becomes sweeter, more affectionate, more romantic. Or she starts arguing over everything because guilt rarely looks like guilt. Sometimes it looks like love. Sometimes it looks like anger. Sometimes it looks like concern. And that's exactly why so many men miss the warning signs. Today, I'll show you 5 psychological behaviors that often appear when guilt begins controlling someone's actions. And the last one confuses almost every man. Sign 1. The sudden flood of affection. Imagine this. For weeks, she felt distant. She barely replied. She always seemed busy. Then suddenly, everything changes. She starts sending sweet messages. She wants to spend more time together. She buys you gifts. She becomes unusually affectionate. You think, she's finally back. Maybe not. Psychologists describe a phenomenon known as moral compensation. When people do something that conflicts with the way they see themselves, their mind often tries to restore that self-image through unusually positive behavior. That doesn't automatically mean she cheated, but it can mean she's trying to relieve an uncomfortable feeling. The real question isn't, why is she suddenly being so loving? The real question is, what changed? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The mind that investigates carefully grows stronger. Don't chase the affection, study the pattern." Sign 2. Irritation without a reason. This is often the first sign that goes unnoticed. You ask a simple question. She snaps. You make a harmless joke. She gets offended. You try to have a calm conversation. She somehow finds a reason to argue. The problem isn't the disagreement. It's the frequency. When someone is carrying emotional tension, their brain stays in a constant state of alert. That stress reduces patience and increases irritability. Psychologists call this emotional projection. Instead of facing their own internal conflict, they redirect it toward the safest target. Sometimes that's you, and before you realize it, you're apologizing for things you never actually did. Epictetus wrote, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them." Don't react immediately. Observe. Patterns always reveal more than isolated arguments. Sign 3. Simple questions become personal attacks. You ask, "Who was that?" She answers, "Why don't you trust me?" You ask, "Why didn't you reply?" She answers, "You're becoming paranoid." Notice what happened. She never answered your question. She answered your emotion. This is a classic form of deflection. It doesn't automatically prove someone is lying, but when calm questions consistently trigger disproportionate emotional reactions, it's worth paying attention. Emotionally grounded people usually explain. People under intense internal pressure often defend themselves before they've even been accused. The goal is no longer clarity. The goal is ending the conversation. And the more emotional chaos appears, the less likely you are to keep asking questions. That's exactly what makes this behavior so effective. Sign 4. The confession that protects her. One day, she decides to tell you everything. You think, finally, the truth. Then she says, "I made a mistake, but I felt lonely. You were distant. We weren't the same anymore." Notice the pattern. There's a confession, but there's also a justification. There's regret, but there's also shared responsibility. The focus slowly shifts from what she did to how she felt. Seneca wrote, "He who truly regrets an error is already close to correcting it." Real remorse accepts consequences. It doesn't negotiate them. Sign 5. The urgent need to fix everything. After weeks of emotional distance, she suddenly wants to save the relationship. She suggests therapy. She wants to travel together. She talks about starting over. Everything feels urgent. The question isn't whether she wants to save the relationship. The question is, why? Real change is consistent. Guilt-driven change is intense, but often temporary. Its goal is relief, not transformation. That's why sudden changes should never be judged by how intense they are. Judge them by how long they last. There's a huge difference between a behavior and a pattern. Anyone can have a bad day. Anyone can become distant, more affectionate, more emotional. What matters is repetition. That's why emotionally intelligent men never judge a relationship based on a single moment. They observe, they compare, they give patterns time to reveal themselves. Because lies require constant effort. The truth only needs time. So tell me, which of these 5 behaviors have you experienced in a relationship? Leave your answer in the comments. Stay stoic.